Okay, good morning everyone. I'm just trying to make a little bit of a head start with some missions on World of Tanks, right? So this is a bit of a me trying to side scrape in my IS3, failing at first because I was side scraping against the wrong tanks, and it gets better towards the end, trust me. Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be a rough start, me making a lot of mistakes, and then we get a few points of damage and a few kills as well. All right, so now I'm waiting for everyone to go. I will change constantly from one point and the other, right? So here I cannot change anything. They're shooting each other, and now you can see exactly what I see, right? And then sometimes, so I am thinking about going up the hill. I end up not going because I thought, why not go to the banana road, right, where the heavy tanks go, and it ends up as a 50-50 decision. It was good, not so good. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. All right. Cool. So I decide to take this corner because the other corner where the rubbles are. Can you see those rubbles in front of the low way? He is asking for help because he can see 3-4 tanks coming this way, and I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna help, you know. So yeah, sorry about the Quickie Baby's face. I guess I have the mod installed with him just for the equipment and for other things. You see, it's not a lot of damage that I'm getting, but I mean, this tank is famous for side scraping, right? And this tank is famous for what is called reverse side scraping, which is what I'm trying to do right now, and failing at it badly, right? I am trying to face my tank backwards while trying to shoot because, and this is done because my turret is on the front of the tank, and you're supposed to see them better while they're supposed to shoot only your tracks, right? So sometimes if you angle it properly, it will bounce. Sometimes it will have to absorb the damage, right? And if I'm not mistaken, we can double check that later. But I think I don't have a better gun yet. This is why you'll see me not penetrating a lot of my shots, right? Because IS3 is a bit of a pain until you get the better gun, right? So T29, this is somehow my side scraping kind of working, right? So it's 175 penetration with 390 damage, right? So let me have a look. Let me have a look at my tank. Let's go back and let's check this tank. All right. So yeah, I am spending a lot of my time trying to trade with these guys, and I can see that clearly reverse side scraping. I'm either doing it wrong or against the wrong tank. And later on, I found out that T29 is not the tank to play against, right? Not with an IS3 with a strong gun. But hey, we're here to learn, right? So let me see tier 8. Tier 8 IS3. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so penetration 225. So I should have 225, but I only have 390, 175. Okay. Okay, so until I get the tier 9 gun, which is the 122 millimeters, with 390 damage but 225 penetration. Okay, I am going to do poorly in this tank. Now, looking at my side, so my side armor should be taking around, so in the front, I'm taking 212. Obviously, the T29 has more, and I wish I had the battle hits mod, which I'm gonna try and get later on, so I can include that with the video. Ooh, that was a close shot. You see, now it tells me that it's red, so basically I shouldn't be penetrating that shot, and yet I do, right? For 170, but it's fine. I mean, we are up to 1117 damage so far. Now, do you see on the top of the cupola, I should be able to penetrate the captain's hatch, but I don't manage to penetrate that. And once I get hit by the IS3 in the lower plate, probably it takes out 400 of my life. Okay, so the IS3, and then we have the Tiger one there coming to meet us. I should be able to penetrate him, and indeed I do so. Our damage is up to 1.4k, and we get 1 kill, putting us on the second place of the team right now. And a nice victory to end with. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that you cannot side scrape against the T-29. We still have a lot to do while trying to craft the angles so that our trucks will absorb the damage, and also we are trying to get more out of the tank. All right, and by the way, until we get the better gun, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so this is the famous tank GG. I'm starting to use that because it's kind of nice, and then I can see, right? So if I choose the other gun that I have right now, which is the 122 millimeters, I think I have this one. I think I have this gun. You know, so I have 175 penetration instead of, and the dispersion is just crazy, you know. I mean, 0.38 for the other gun, and then 225 for the other gun, and then 228 after firing, and then to reverse is awful. Shell velocity, don't even speak to me about that, you know. But this is the tank basically that I have now. Now, having the next gun, it's going to improve a lot. As you can see, there's like a tier 7 gun, another tier 7, tier 8, tier 9. Once I've got this gun, everything changed, right? Right? Turret? Yeah, you have to get the better turret. You have to get the better engine and everything else. And then the shell types, yeah, you have to. And I've got this, you know, I've learned, yeah, this is just AP, you can switch to other, but I'm just playing with AP because I'm not switching to APCRs too often. Maybe I should, with the tank that I know I cannot penetrate, I should get in a habit of switching up to 2, but we'll do that. Okay, so for now, what am I using on this tank? Well, coated optics, because otherwise this tank is blind as a bat. Some, yeah, large caliber gun rammer, because 10% loading time less is just amazing. Okay, so this will be pretty much what I'm going to do for all of my tanks from now on, right? Pretty much all of them. Okay, what else? And the third one should be a choice between the ELC, Enhanced Gun Lane Drive, GLC, sorry, which is aiming speed. Now, aiming speed does something really interesting, right? When you move your tank, the reticle that you look at, let's say you're sniping or even in arcade view, it goes and it blooms a lot, right? The bigger the bloom, the worse the tank, and the worse the dispersion value, right? And then it takes some time until it gets to the minimum it can get for that tank, right? And you call this aiming speed, right? Now it can take, it can take 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever, but you can make this better, right? The better you do, the quicker you can shoot, and the quicker you can get the enemy, right? Now, some tanks, not all of them, have the vertical stabilizer, right? And there's a video out there. Look on YouTube for Tankers and Dog. he is doing an amazing job at comparing the ELC versus the vertical stabilizers, and of course the vertical stabilizers win. All right. Okay, so vertical stabilizers will give you accuracy, right? Now, can you see that all of these go green, right? Yeah, mobility, of course, is going to go down because the tank is getting heavier, right? And with the consumables, I always do this. Large first aid kit, and I choose large because you don't use it so often, although now I'm starting to use it more often. I might just switch that to a small in a bit, but I choose this one because it doesn't show me here, it has like a 10 or 15% less chance to get your crew injured or dead, right? Now for the larger repair kit, it's a lot of money. It's like 20,000 per battle, and you don't want to do that, right? Small repair kit is enough, and you can use it again and again and again. Before you couldn't do that, so you could use just one more time, and the difference was that the large one you could use it again, and you could use it for repairing multiple things at once. Let's say like that, right? Now, yes, but this is like 3,000 versus 20,000. Sometimes you can get them for 10 if there is a discount, but not always. And then I would go. What they put? Okay, so they put things from. Huh, they put things from frontline as well, which is about to start soon, I'm told. I go for automatic fire extinguisher because if you're in the heat of a battle and you catch on fire, you have to go and press six, all right, six on the keyboard. And if you don't get it right away, you're catching on fire. You might even die, or every second takes out of your health really quickly. You want that on automatic, right? And then you can get any of these extra bonuses, but I would rather not. Sometimes I'll get them for missions. You cannot sell them anyway, so I'm gonna put them up there. If I have like 27 of recon, smooth ride, whatever, uh, I would prefer the Sixth Sense sometimes, but you know not all the time. All right, so yeah, this is the tank and the 3D model. If you look at this site, it will tell you where you should be focusing and where not, right? So if they shoot HE and they shoot for below the tank, I will get penned really easily and I'm gonna get a lot of damage. Okay, this is rather nice. So if you're facing this, it's like 170, 127 if they catch you from below. Okay, so you have to realize that an armor is basically, the value of an armor is when you draw perpendicular to it, and it might be like 130, for example, right? But when you shoot at it at an angle, it increases almost up to double, if you know what I mean. So look, 257, even more than double if you increase the angle, right? But this tank has a few weak spots. So on the top here is like 20 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 20 millimeters, which means a lot of things. If they want to pen you, if they're slightly above you or even not, and they shoot HE at this tank on the top there, they will pen it every single time, right? Every single time. And if we go back to stats, or if you get RT'd from the top with HE, this is gonna pen as well. This is why I'm getting so much damage from RT, right? Now think about this. This is like 390 with 225 penetration, but if I go to the high explosives, yes, it is 68 penetration, but it's going to do 530 damage, right? Which means anything hitting me on the top will just pretty much pen me. Because remember 58, 59, right? That's 20. I mean that is just so if I get shot in the back, that's even worse. Okay, there is something here at the back, so you should never shoot in the mid here. You would rather aim for the whole thing. But yeah, here on the top is where it's at, right? So even the cupola here is like 85, but it will try to fire at this thing here, right in the middle, right? And this is where you should try to do that. Okay, so that was the video for today. I am hoping you learned something from it. Side scrape at your own risk and do not do it against the T29 list, and we'll learn more about it. Okay, OV over and out.